Couldn't hear anything. I'm sideways, aren't I? Ooh, there we go. That's a bit better. There. Now I'm less tilted. Hi. Got angry pun. Angry. I just make somebody looking really, really stupid, so I thought I'd go for something different. Anyway. Fixed. He'll be like that. So, last time we were here, we were working on this shot, and I left notes for myself. So we got who's procedural. Okay. Just that's the only note I have, and then the keyboard sounds, but I'm not worried about doing that right now. He didn't look sad. He was angry. He was I don't know. He just didn't look sad. Oh, that's it. Sure. It's like less than a week ago, and I already forget what I put in here, what I named it. He just wanted a time travel, and instead he was squished.
I got an idea for.
Does this go right? Yeah, it does. So this actually does cause a slight conundrum. So because of the continuation from one shot to another, I have to make sure that I continue on any motion. So I'm gonna grab that. I think Tail 3 is not something I can do anything with right now. Doesn't look like I have any motion, but I want to make sure. It's definitely in a slightly different position, so I might be able to take advantage of it. I just cannot cross over that line. Because if I do, it's going to cause differences. I mean, really, for the angle, it's not much. You probably never notice it. You can get away with some pretty drastic changes between shots, and if you do it right, nobody the hell notices.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need you.
Okay, so when he goes, we'll keep it on this way quiet. So for this time, I want to make him have his tail go up.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Working with your boopable horses.
It's not a boopable horse.
A boopable?
A boopable.
A boopable. A
You can't
boopable.
boop that horse. Its face is too flat and it has a penis.
A boopable. A boopable.
Oh, no.
A boopable.
No.
A boopable.
There is a boopable horse, but she won't be lip synced. Ever.
Oh, you
Over
mean
there.
this one?
No. Can't boop that either.
A boopable.
That thing's ugly. It doesn't even work.
That doesn't even work?
Not even a little bit.
He doesn't work? Like, well, I mean, he is a bum.
He is, but I can relate.
Okay, so I can get away with that. That's fine. And just before this, fuck all that. Okay. Boop the brain. How do you boop a brain?
You gotta boot really hard until the hoof just goes through the face and into the brain.
But I need your help.
It's a strong boop.
But I need your help. But I need your help.
This works. I just need to. Where did I have that?
But I need your help. Navigation system, but I need your help.
Yeah, that's fine. But I think.
But I need your help.
Yeah, you gotta mush it.
But I need your help. Idea for rocket navigation. Navigation system.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have it so that this drops down. It's a little bit right here.
For rocket navigation system. But navigation system, but I need your navigation system, but I need your help. And an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Okay, that should work.
I got it.
Oh, I don't have it up.
I got an idea. I got an idea for a rocket.
It's getting too high though.
What is his tail's position when he's scared?
What is the tail's position?
Yeah.
Normally low.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's why.
That's what horses do, is they tuck the tail to like a dog's.
No, I don't think horses can.
They put their tail down.
They put their tail down, but they don't have the
Like-
control to put it where they want.
It doesn't go like up under them.
No. Dogs will put it fully down, but the horses can't. But these are magical horses who have control of the hair. But no, I have it so that when he's trying to get their attention, it's up, but then as soon as he just gives up, it goes back down. Because I'm guessing also that that's connected to other muscles in the back, so that's in some way or another. If you strain enough of the back muscles, it probably strains that too.
Mm. They do lift their tails up real high when they're happy, though. What's that thing?
Well, yeah, because excited.
Mm-hmm.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need
Oh, his eyes do. His eye, or his
I got an idea for a rocket
I'm gonna have to do his eyebrows too, because those aren't done. In terms of the tail, though, I gotta do tail too. Okay, so that one's going to be okay to have a little bit of crossover with.
Ate too much.
Surprisingly,
I don't know what the stream would say if I told him I just had 2 conies and a 3-way.
congratulations. You're a father.
Just blurred watching. And me.
Actually, I think when this goes up, it's probably going to have this just go down because of gravity.
Ah, he is. He's like, hey, hi, you.
No, he's like, hey, the fuck's going on here?
He's like, do I get my free trial of bubblegum?
I came here to renew my subscription to AOL Online.
Oh, that's a mistake in itself.
There was a lot of things wrong with that sentence. My favorite phrase is AOL Online.
Because it's America Online.
Online, yeah.
American Online.
And that www webs thing.
I guess it drives you nuts when somebody says ATM machine too, huh?
There's a lot of those. The one that I always laugh at because that's what it's called, the hot water heater.
What about the hot water heater?
You don't heat hot water. It's a cold water heater. A hot water heater doesn't make hot water.
Keeps the water hot.
But what does it do with the cold water?
It brings in new water and heats it, but
but that's its purpose.
But it also heats hot water.
Yeah, but that's a secondary effect. It's to warm up the water and then maintain it there. But its first step is to heat cold water, not hot water.
Well, if you called it the cold water heater, you just confuse people. Holy crap.
I know, but it doesn't make any sense.
I'm still never going to be used to apartments.
Well, hopefully not much longer.
It's like Santa's up there having a freaking conniption fit.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help. Navigation system, but I need your help.
Okay, so that should work fine.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system.
Actually, I'm gonna have it. Let me curve. Sends it this way. I'm gonna have him curve it just a little bit more that way. Where's tail one?
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Yeah, that works better. Okay. Now I can lock his shit. Nope. Get it back on a base. There we go. Good, the jiggle's saved. So the only jiggle it looks like is this one for tail 3. That looks fine. That's a little bit sideways here, but it's not unnatural. Oh, it looks pretty good. I will keep that. Those were not included. I am going to out them though. Okay. Well, there is jiggles for the ears.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Those are actually good. Yeah. Well, no, they're not enough. But the jiggle itself isn't like rubberized like some of the other ones are. It actually looks pretty legit. A lot of those other ones are too much. This one's pretty good. And the jiggle is the same bone as the main ear, but they're separated, so I still can add normal motion without affecting the jiggle, which is also nice. But I do have some, or I do need to add something, which I can actually do right now. So I can't really change much at the beginning here. But when he does this right here, I feel like I have to do a different thing for that, but is that the right motion? Yep, that'll work. But I had to split it. trying to break the symmetry a little bit. But I think a little bit might help, but not too much. I don't know if I actually need to do this, but no, he doesn't really look saddened, but I think going partially there might help.
I like to imagine there was just a sign out front that just like said free t-shirt. I just wondered, it's like, stand over there. Get your free t-shirt. Poor horse.
Well, if I was going off that premise, I would have chose somebody different.
What, not free t-shirt?
No, I would have chose a different person to have sitting there.
Well, how is he tricking this to this situation?
No, because having somebody that's overly super excited about just a goddamn free t-shirt could be
Who's
entertaining.
not excited about a free t-shirt? Come on.
People that aren't gonna go and walk into strange metal laboratories to save $20.
I tell you what, I'd climb into a back of a windowless van for a free t-shirt.
You can get a t-shirt at like a discount store for 50 cents.
Free?
50
I
cents.
don't have 50 cents.
Yes, you do. How about that is like 5 t-shirts.
What, this? This I needed. I don't...
It's prescription.
Look, free's free, man.
I need your help.
Everything's better when it's free. 50 cents ain't free.
No, it's not better. Not everything's better when it's free.
Everything's better when it's free. What's not better when it's free?
Shit.
Oh, I mean, if I can take that shit for free.
Shit is free. If you want, I can go get you some right
No,
now.
I don't want you to give me some, but I'm just saying, you don't know how to appreciate a free shit until you gotta go into... When I was in London, all the public restrooms cost money. So if you really had to go, you better have change or you're in trouble.
But that's to leave somebody else free shit.
Yeah, but that still shit costed money.
That shit costed money.
I never been in any other city that all the public restrooms and like the subways and everything, there's like a turn style. And I'm like, I really have to go, and I'm like searching, trying to figure out the new currency that I'm seeing for the first time to put into this thing.
It's a special currency.
So I can take a pee.
It's not normal money. You have to use poop money.
It's monopoly money. They call it a pound, but it's really not that heavy.
No.
Speaking of free t-shirts, I do remember I was at a NASCAR rally, a race once, and only ever did it once. But they had free t-shirts, and all you had to do to get a free t-shirt was light up a cigarette in front of them and walk inside the building. And if you didn't have a cigarette, they'd give it to you. That's messed up, isn't it?
Well, it depends, but if you walk up to little Timmy and he's...
They were trying to get people to buy cigarettes, and the first way to get them hooked on cigarettes is to get them to enjoy nicotine. And hey, free t-shirt, all you gotta do is light up a cigarette in front of us and you get it. I never went to another one of those things. It was just...
Well, Blurb, I'm talking about a nice t-shirt, not like a shitty t-shirt. It's like $20 sounds like a lot for a t-shirt.
I mean, yeah, you can buy like a whole pack of like white t-shirts for like $20. Man, that's like 5 t-shirts.
Yeah. How much did your derpy one cost?
I don't remember. That one was special.
Everybody has a price tag.
We'll put Derby on it and the value goes up tenfold. She's just that amazing.
Let me find the picture.
Oh, I know what picture you're talking about.
I don't know where I put it. might be on. I think it's on Dropbox.
Oh,
Here
there
it
it
is.
is. Yeah.
Yes, Michael. Just the basics. An occasional splurge, but mostly necessities. Whichever brands are cheapest. Pony. Just throw in that fucking money.
It's not inaccurate. I do have a derpy shirt.
It is too accurate.
It is. It's going to be the problem. I actually have money in my pocket for this convention, and I have to be very careful with myself. I definitely don't need any more plushies, right?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, damn. Maybe a small one. I just got that upsies. Not that long ago. Maybe I need more body pillows and I can help. You know who I haven't gotten a body pillow for yet? John. John needs a body pillow.
No. I don't know if you really want one.
That's not my concern.
See, that's what I meant. I'll save $1 on a t-shirt, but I'll spend $100 to get somebody something they literally don't want.
He wants a mod one.
No, he doesn't.
Nobody admits to wanting
Why does he have the mod pillow?
I gave it to him. Because he asked, I said, what's your favorite pony? And he said mod, and that's why I gave him that pillow.
He didn't ask for it then. You just said he asked for it by having a favorite pony.
He knew what was coming, and he should have known when I asked that question. It's not in good faith.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite pony?
When you have weird questions like, how full is your bed?
Hello, new person.
Hello, Travis Lunar. How is it going? It's Tuesday. I almost put Friday on the stream.
Yeah, wishful thinking. What is today, the 23rd? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I'm not looking forward to Friday.
We got a week till BronyCon.
I'm thinking Friday I'll be old.
Oh yeah, you got like that's when you squeezed out of your mom.
Well, Thursday is, but by Friday I'll be old. I'm not looking forward to this birthday.
Who is every pony's favorite pony? That's a loaded question.
It's terrible. See, simple answers.
That's not a simple answer.
Mm-hmm. She's the best of the princesses, I'll give you that.
No.
What?
Celestia's better.
What?
See, that's what I told you. Yeah, ask an opinion and then other people decide that opinion is wrong.
What? I mean, you're not wrong in that the opinion's wrong. Celestia's fun, but Luna's just, she's edgy.
Celestia is, or not Celestia, Luna is more relatable, but Celestia is supposed to be the motherly figure.
I was always hoping she'd go evil again.
Celestia?
No, Luna.
So I think Celestia needs to go evil at some point too.
Well, they did the whole Daybreaker thing.
Yeah, but that's not her. That's
it
just
was
a dream.
But it was something she thought she was capable of. Apparently, Luna and Celestia can become really powerful, but only when they get super pissed off.
Well, the thing is, again, that was a dream. You can do anything you want in a dream.
It's like Luna got stronger than Celestia, and she could only be beaten by the elements.
Well, that was because she was like taken over by something else.
I don't know that she was taken over. It
The cannabis.
Well, she created that.
I know. So she created something else that grew the power.
She created it when she went to the moon, or to punish herself after she went to the moon. She created it as a mechanism to punish herself. She's into that kind of thing.
What, S&M?
Yes. She pretty much she created cannabis and she was just like, punish me. And it was...
The safe word is moon.
But as far as I can tell, her transformation into Nightmare Moon simply happens when she uses the moon to eclipse the sun. And then she transforms. I don't know what the catalyst would be for Celeste to be. I mean, there are lunar eclipses, but it's not the sun eclipsing the moon.
For where to gather power from?
Well, that's every time Luna is transformed, it's been because she eclipsed the sun with the moon.
Yeah, that means that Celestia is just all powerful on her own.
And why does she get beaten by bugs?
Hmm?
She gets beaten by bugs.
Because love is stronger than the sun.
Yeah.
That's like the whole series is about love and friendship, and you're like, yay, little ponies, love, yeah.
Well, that is so corny.
The only real opinion is Argo because he is stream boss. Yeah, what he says.
I just wanna what? Stream boss. I still say you can take all the love in the world and take Romeo and Juliet and launch them into the sun and see who sort of wins. Does love conquer all? Burn up. Thank you, Blurred Wop. True love is correct.
Where's the middle ball? Oh, it stretches from the middle. Okay.
Rocket navigation system, but I need your help. I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Okay, well the doctor's done.
Nope.
Oh.
Hair hasn't been cleaned up.
His hair is like gelled into place.
You don't know though. So it's better to, like here, when he goes forward.
Mm-hmm.
The hair is made to be gelled in place, but it's because this shouldn't really move that heavily. But there are times where it should, and the jiggle bones are usually not very good about telling when a moment is that it should and when it is that it shouldn't. So here I do like, because it works weird. It's not going to work well for a forward motion, but like going sideways like this can have a little bit more of a sideways motion. But here he does go down. It's definitely not made to go either way. It's like has its position, and then anything past that's just meh.
Meh.
But any bone doesn't really work well if you move it too far past its like normal area. So the hair isn't going to be able to bend all the way backwards because it's just going to, you need like 12 bones to make it do that. And it's not built to do it.
So Bernie comes next week, right?
Mm-hmm. For that Wednesday. It's going to be good.
Yep.
But coming quick.
I only bought my ticket yesterday, so I was waiting pretty much last minute because I think they stopped selling them online Thursday.
I was a little concerned at first because Jay sent me an email or a message before. I was like, hey, did you get your ticket yet? The free one from the panel? And I'm like, no, should I have? He's like, I don't know. oh no. And yeah, it only popped up I think a little over a week ago. So
No, they're planning on filling up the place to capacity.
yeah, well, we gotta battle our way through Rubik's Cube nerds.
That's all right. There's a lot of crossover. I always saw groups of people with PonyCons, especially BronyCon, with Rubik's cubes, and they were just
Maybe
it's crazy watching them.
we're gonna have all the attendees are gonna leave the con and just go to the Rubik's Cube convention.
Can't boop a Rubik's cube. Why would they do that?
Booba Cube?
Can't boop a cube.
Yeah, you can.
They got
It
no.
has,
boop.
it has 8 corners. They're all boopable.
They don't seem very boopable to me.
I have a. Oh, it's in a box. I have a Rubik's Cube running.
Yeah,
It used to be up there, I think.
I have one in storage.
I got one because it was nerdy. That's literally. I don't have no idea how to use it.
Same reason I bought a Magic 8-Ball and Rubik's cube because it's nerdy.
I have just for putting on a shelf the Rock'em Robots or whatever. The little ones with the
I
buttons.
had one of those as a
Yeah,
kid.
I actually asked her for Christmas a couple of years ago. I have no fucking clue why, because as a display thing. But then I ran out of space and I know where to put it, so it got put away. So I kind of want more space to just show my shit. Because yeah, it's definitely one of the old-fashioned ones. But I felt bad because I got it and then I had to put it away after like a year and a half.
Did you play with it?
A little bit, but I mean, like Denise, you want to go and like play this game for 10 seconds and get bored of it? We're at a different age now.
I feel I'd be up for some Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Same. 'Cause I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Supposedly they're gonna come back.
I know they're still existing online.
Well, they're supposed to just actually come back. I don't know if under a different company ownership or what.
All their stores are still just laying out. They might have to chase the rats out and move back in.
There was one of them that was nearby here that was closed like a year and a half before all the other ones were, and it's still empty.
I'm willing to bet like 95% of them are.
I'm sad though, because that used to be where I went every year for Christmas. Was I would rush in there 3 days before Christmas, going, oh crap, I have to get things for nieces and nephews, and then I would go and pick up a bunch of stuff. But that was the only time I was ever there because they just were not the cheapest.
The last time I went into a Toys R Us, I remember being super sad. I was getting ready to go to a convention.
That sounds like exactly what you feel like anytime you go into Toys R Us,
Well,
depressed.
I remember as a kid, the reason it was so depressing is because I remember as a kid, the store was super well lit, everyone was running around, kids were looking at toys, they had toys on display you could play with. It was almost like a theme park for little kids, and their parents would take them in there because they said, well, what you gonna want for your birthday, or what you want to go for Christmas?
What you want?
And he had an entire building to pick from, and it was just amazing. And then the last time I went in there, it was not long before con, and I wanted to pick up some pony toys to give to people, because that's what I do. And I kind of waited too long to order them online, so I'm like, I'll go into Toys R Us, see what they got. So I go in there, the Toys R Us I remember from when I was a kid, that wasn't it. Empty building, boxes on shelves all torn to hell and taped back up.
Plus, I think a lot of it is when you're a kid, it's a different world.
Well, the lighting, it was.
But
like,
again, you're thinking about a kid. When I think about some of the old games I used to play, I think about how fun it would, and I want to play it again. Then I find it and go to play it, and I'm 10 seconds into it, and I'm like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah.
Because it's just the nostalgia from when you were younger is a whole
It was
different world.
so run down, though. That's why it was so depressing. Like, the floors were a mess, the boxes were torn up. They had clearly tried to cut costs by, like, only having half the lighting in the building. So everything was, like, dim and dreary. It was like going into a theme park that had turned into a ghost town.
They just didn't get an online present on in time. Yeah, well, actually, that was, I think, a big downfall for a lot of companies. Them thinking, oh, this internet thing's just a fad. And then kind of bit them in the ass.
Well, Amazon was, like, I kick myself sometimes. Because I remember this joke from Futurama where the one Jamaican guy's son, I can't remember, Hermes' son, I can't remember his name. He's like, leaves him 2 cents to invest. He's like, I'm going to buy 10 stocks in Amazon. And he's like, ooh, a risk taker. Because back then, when Futurama was airing, Amazon was this tiny, struggling company that was super up and down. And you could buy the stock on the cheap. And now I'm thinking to myself, it's one of the largest corporations. And I'm just thinking, I've been invested into marijuana.
Well,
Why didn't I put that money towards Amazon stock?
Yeah, everybody'd be rich if everybody bought the stock that they knew was going to succeed.
I know.
Yeah,
just
that's what people get scared or worried. Where the stock market does not work the way people think it does. Yes, you can make a lot of money there if you buy the stocks that make lots of money. But how about they're 1 in a billion?
I just remember Futurama making fun of Amazon back then because they were this company that was having a really hard time. Like they went up in stock and then their stock price just fell to pennies on the share for like a good 5-10 years. They were basically not much more than penny stock. And then all of a sudden, they took off like a rocket, probably towards the end of like 2010-ish.
I got an idea for a rocket.
I want to say is when they really started taking off. And here we are 9 years later, and Jeff Bezos is the richest man on the planet.
He did some stuff right. But he took a risk on a market that was unsure at that time, and it literally blew up. I like the one quote he said not long ago, and they're like, "What do you do with all the money that you have?" He's like,
Space.
"You go to space, because there's literally nothing I can spend money on that would make it worthwhile. Space is the only thing worth it," which is good.
At least he feels that way. A lot of people who were in his position just hoard it away, thinking it could all disappear, and then they
I don't think he could. He would have to really fuck up to lose all of it.
I mean, Apple, they got in a bit of hot water because they were hoarding away like near $1 trillion, and not spending it on anything, not investing it back into the market, just putting it away in their own personal vaults and keeping it there.
If for their market, if a lot of their products, they probably put a huge amount of money into R&D, and if it fails, it probably is a huge hit. Well, Amazon is, it's a lot of smaller, cheaper things that can help balance out the risk.
Yeah. Well, I can see wanting to balance out your risk, but if that's the case, then put it in the stock, diversify it. Don't just lock it up in a vault.
But companies investing in companies?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what a lot of companies do.
Okay, well, I have to at least start some of the lip sync now. I mean, I could go without it, but I don't like going without it.
Look at that horse. See, that's a boop. That's a boopable snoo right there.
You said it.
What? Do you got a boopable snoo? You did say it.
That's
She's cuter without the glasses, but she's nerdier with them. Hey, Warhorse.
Is this boopable?
No, that's horrifying. Her face looks like a butt.
Is it okay? Maybe there. Is it better?
No.
Is it better? See? She can talk. She's like, "Hello, Michael."
No. It's upsetting.
Oh, well, let's see here. We can slowly get her mouth back.
Warhorse, do you see this nonsense?
Nom nom nom.
I just feel sad for her. It's like she needs to be put down.
Michael, why you do this to me?
I just feel like I'd be crying and putting the needle in. Like, just go off the dreamland, Twilight. Can't live like this.
Michael, help me.
No, I'm gonna put you
Help me.
Put you down. Oh, that's sad. That's upsetting. Stop this. Stop this.
She's looking at you.
She can't look at anything.
Yes, she can.
Oh, no, no, no. This lip sync is starting off really well.
can't just have the.
I'm glad you agree, Blah. This is horrifying. Her face is just melting. Wow.
I'm sad.
That ain't sad. That's burn victim.
Stop looking at me.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That face right now is upsetting. Yeah, take a picture of that. That's amazing and upsetting at the same time. You want something else to drink?
Yeah, actually, if you can grab another one of these. I think I'm out of the fruit ones. Can't get the gun. She's a living creature. She might be a little melty, but it's okay. It's okay, because she's a boop. This is actually, this reminds me of is like when you're getting that feeling that you need to sneeze. Like
Nope.
Huh? Oh, see, this is what it feels like when you need to sneeze.
She really needs to sneeze.
Or when your face is 400 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. She's melting face.
Yes, he is.
I am living here, yes.
Oh, I should probably undo all that. And then...
Hey, she's better. She doesn't need to be put down no more.
She's just like, oh, don't do that to me again.
It's like, what just happened?
Except for I can. Oh. 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 Oh.
Yes, horse.
Oh. 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 That's too much. That's a stub toe look.
It stepped on a Lego look.
Are the horses moving to Minnesota? We don't say soda up here. It's pop.
It's soda.
Got it.
I say soda, and I'm here.
The things are from Minnesota. It's pop, not soda.
Soda pop.
It's hot dish, not casserole.
It's casserole.
It's not casserole.
It's casserole.
It's not duck, duck, goose. It's duck, duck, gray duck.
You're the only ones who think that.
Yeah, literally. It's... Where's that map? Yeah, there's the image here of who plays what. And Minnesota's the only one. Yeah, in Minnesota, it is not duck, duck, goose. We do not play duck, duck, goose. It is duck, duck, gray duck.
It's alright to be wrong.
I don't know why, but we just have a lot of fucking ducks, so apparently they just call it duck, duck, gray duck. I did not know it was even duck, duck, goose for
other
a long,
places
long,
have
long time.
ducks too.
Yes, but this is Minnesota ducks.
Oh, okay.
But no, I remember seeing this graphic and it was great. Places that say duck, duck, goose. Places that passes bills protecting. Places that have passed bills protecting their internet privacy. I like that one too. What's the other ones? We measure distance and time it gets there, not in miles or anything, minutes.
Another interesting thing I found is when you guys say up, I'm coming up to a place or I'm going down to a place, you literally mean north and south, not just.
Except for if you are going out of the cities for a type of vacation, it is always up.
Yeah. Well, back in Kentucky, if you're going somewhere, you're going up there.
Oh.
But if if you're in a conversation, you'd be like, yeah, you coming down? And then you reply, yeah, I'll be up in a minute. Like that.
If nobody here says I'm going down to the cabin, it is always up to the cabin because everything is north for cabins from here.
Yeah.
Or up north is a big phrase. Oh, we're going to go up north, which usually means going to the cabin.
Yeah, back in Kentucky, it's just that if you're asking somebody if they're coming, then you're asking them if they're coming down. And if you're going somewhere, you're going up. And that's always the way it is.
Nope.
So one person might say, one person who's already there will be like, coming down? And they'll be like, yeah, I'm coming up. Yeah.
No.
That's
not how Minnesota works.
No, Minnesota's broken, though.
Trying to think of some of the other weird Minnesota things. We have a lot of them.
They're too literal on your directions.
Too literal?
Too literal, yes.
What do you mean?
Just up and down.
Oh.
North and south.
No, it's called being right.
No. The world is round. There is no up or down.
Two. I mean, that makes sense, too. But, no, there's a lot of weird, specific Minnesota things. In terms of language as well. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones that we found because of you.
Because of me. I'm just a weird Kentuckian. I don't know much.
I can't remember some of the other ones, but there's some good ones.
There's been a lot of things over the time. You always made fun of the way I said theater.
Yeah, it's theater.
Theater.
It's theater.
Theater.
Not theater.
Theater.
No, there was another one you said.
Something to do with I was saying mint at the end of it. As opposed to...
No, I can't remember. Yeah, it was something, you were in, you could not say it the other way.
Because there was only one way to say it.
But there was no letter in there. You were adding letters. I don't even know what it is, but I'm angry about it.
Or tail. No.
I do not want to lip sync this. It's too fast.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system.
Okay, she says the word rocket.
Rocket navigation system, but I got an...
Okay, so I'm gonna go grab that quick.
Science! Woo! Rocket me a rocket science! Hey, you want to... Rocket science! Rocket...
He's nearly got the parts he's already worked on done, but he's still figuring out the parts that he hasn't worked on yet.
Yeah, I have all of it done except the end and this one scene.
So he refuses to lip sync.
Because I don't want to do lip syncing.
Rocket science!
What are you doing now? Oh, okay, you are doing lip sync.
This is the other scene.
Rocket science!
I'm just stealing.
Yeah, there's still a lot to do on the scenes that he hasn't started yet.
Yeah, there's a lot to do at the end. But I'm not worried about it. I'll finish it when I finish it.
It's gonna take a while to do the makeout scene, so.
It's not gonna take any time at all. Because it ain't gonna happen.
I just want to see horses kissing.
You do your fetishes elsewhere.
Oh, fetish, it's just cute. Like boots and socks.
This is going on YouTube, and I will forever have the scene of you doing that. So if you ever anger me, I'm sending that to your work.
Work. Nothing wrong with boots and socks.
For rocket... For rocket...
Yeah, no. No. I did do that once for the derpy one, Destiny. I outsourced the lip syncing on that. That was Dick Justice. I didn't want to do it, so he did it. So that whole video was none of my lip syncing. I think I cleaned up a little bit afterwards, but it was good, so I just left it. There we go. One less word to do.
I feel like it would have been quicker for you to just do the word as opposed to like searching for it and importing it in.
No, this one's quicker because there is. This is very, very quick speaking, so it's when it comes to the quick, it's normally I do some, but I have to skip over a lot of junk and then go back over and refine it and refine it and refine it. If it's slow singing, it's so much easier.
It's an idea for.
And there's no other parts where she says any of these other words.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
No, I don't think so.
You'll be happy to get it done.
And originally, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point, but I, for a while, if I needed a bunch of lip syncing, I was going to just outsource it to Cal Chan and pay him for it because I hate it so much. And he does a very good job, and he's pretty good at it, and he does do it for cost.
He's a bit busy right now, though.
Yeah, he is. But that was like long ago, like I think back when this started.
Is cool. I don't know if we're seeing him for Brownie Guy or not.
Don't know yet. Well, if we do, he's probably in our room.
Yeah.
Which gonna have to change this, but yeah, I need to get with him soon just to get the details. If he is or isn't, it's not gonna change anything. No, it was more than $1 a second. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been like $5 a second or something like that. But it was where he had it priced to where it was tempting. It would cost a bit, but it was tempting still, which is technically the perfect margin to be in. So. I think for some people it might sound expensive, but for somebody that knows lip syncing and stuff, I thought it was a hell of a deal.
You just need to get one of those motion capture things for your face. Auto do the lip syncing. All the big studios seem to do it now.
I don't think SFM has any way to integrate something like that. But well, the software it's limited. It does have built-in stuff where you could make an app that does that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but
what was that
why?
one? There was a video a while back that were ponies. It was Lyra. They did like a scene from Clerks.
Yeah, but that was all done with I think Connects. Mm-hmm. But you can't just do that and make it work like as it is. It takes a lot of manipulation to figure out how do I want to put these, connect them. But then it was super smooth because it was you're also going to be losing something because you're having a person do something. So any of the other times it was done was the back legs were doing kind of a wonky walk while the front leg arms were doing the normal human arm thing, but then they can't touch the ground unless you want to like have it like put sensors on your knees and your hands and go and awkwardly walk around your floor for a while.
Sure.
Okay, that is too much of this. A little bit more of that, and a little bit of pose.
Goodbye Horses. I was trying to remember the name of the song. Goodbye Horses.
Yeah.
idea.
Okay, so I have that's the E, but I have a G right here. Which means I have this wrong. So we need to have this be puckered more. So there, there, there. Those are our teeth. Okay, and then I get to have it drop the pucker at this point. Well, that's hard because pucker is going to hit the ground right there. Yes, 9 to 10 frames to do 4 to 5 words.
Also, those programs that listen to what you're saying and then replicate the mouth movements based on the noises. Some of them was getting a lot better.
No, not on here.
Oh, no, not on here.
The original one I think was made by Adam.
The original what?
The one on here, the original mapping. Mm-hmm. But it's very messy because it works off phonemes. So a lot of the auto lip syncing it says not an E, but it's saying like it is an O sound or an M sound, or it's got a bunch like or mixed letters or th sound, and you make it look like that sound, and then it already determines based on what that is where it thinks it should go, and then it puts something in its place. But like here, she says I've. If you say I've on your own, you're gonna probably go I've and pull your mouth back. But she says got right afterwards, which is a G. So as you go to say that normally, you're going to say I've, and you're going to pull forward so you can prepare for the G sound. That's not going to work for the auto lip syncing, and it's just going to like slide over some of that.
Well, you could have them say their lines, and then you could record a line to make the mouth movements correct, like separately.
I've tried that and it still doesn't work. I mean, I've done it for singing, where I've spoken the lines to try to create a bass from it, and it doesn't really work much better. It does give you a smoother line from it, but in this, where something is speaking fast, it's not going to change anything. It's either going to be too fast for it to recognize, or I have to slow down to do it, but then I'm going to miss those nuances. So that's why the auto lip sync, the only reason video games have it is because it's either too much to do or infrequent, and it's just easier to have an engine do it. But Final Fantasy 15 is an example of you can tell the difference when a scene had custom lip sync compared to not.
Yeah.
There was big differences.
You know, the Mass Effect games used it too.
Mass Effect's ones were pretty good though. But the lip syncing is very poor, but the graphics are lower, like the original first Mass Effect. You can get away with a lot more, but as the graphics get better, you have to up your lip sync quality too. You have to keep all the different levels of quality even.
Mm.
Yeah, sneeze. Some of these I'm thinking I can get a thinking I can cheat.
I got an idea. I got an idea.
See, this sort of it's skipping stuff and then going back to it.
I was looking at War's message to me. Yeah, I know where you can get the autographs vouchers. There's always a table that is run by the con, either in the vendor hall or they'll have it up near the main hall, and that's where you can buy the passes. But at BronyCon is the worst place to get autographs. It's the best place to get the ones that are hard to find. But the thing is, buy your vouchers right away, because they will sell out. I wouldn't say that for any other con but BronyCon they will sell out. And if you're, some of the lines can be 2 hours long, so plan for that. That's why BronyCon's like the worst place to get autographs. It's just backed up forever.
Yeah, but if it's the only place to find them, that's why you just spend a couple $100 more to get in the sponsorship line, so you can only wait like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, and I've never done the lines, but you probably have a lot of those people that finally get up there and then they just chit chat for a while, and you're like,
They want to, yeah.
and you're like, ah!
The voice actors know to try to move them
I got
along.
an idea.
But there are some people who want to chat, and that's fine at smaller conventions because there's really not a whole lot of people. But BronyCon, it's a factory. It's another reason smaller conventions are kind of nice, because it's not nearly as stressful for everyone involved, especially the guests, show guests who are just swamped.
Especially now that it's going to be one of the last years, there's going to be a lot more people.
So yeah, Warhorse, when you get there, the second booth opens, buy your autograph vouchers, because they, at least the big actors and writers, they'll be sold out day one. No question.
So you'll probably be spending a lot of your time at the con just waiting in line. I never did that stuff.
What you can do, and it kind of worked for me one time, was buy your vouchers the first day and get your autographs the last day, because most people will have already gotten their autographs. But there's no guarantee there, and if you don't get, and if that line ends up being super long and you don't get to the front of it by the end, well, you missed out.
For a rocket navigation.
I mean, they try to get everybody who's in line, but I mean, the VAs have lives to get back to, so, and the con's only open for so long, and some of them have panels they got to get to. BronyCon autographs are a chaos. Why, if I can, I prefer to get them elsewhere, but there are some voice actors who only ever go to BronyCon. like the
I got an
voice
idea
actress for Scootaloo.
I got an idea
I've
for.
only ever seen her at BronyCon.
I got an idea. I got an
Her star
idea
doesn't
for.
go to as many as she used to.
I got an idea for a rocket. I got an idea for a rocket.
Whose autograph are you wanting to get, Warhorse?
Rocket. Rocket.
You shouldn't have too much problem with that one. She's not one of the main characters.
I mean, it felt like a slap.
I mean,
I'm like, oh, it's just Sunset Shimmer. Nobody cares about Sunset Shimmer.
I'm not being dishonest. I mean, people like her, but she's not one of the main characters. She's not Larson. She's not Delancey.
Well, the problem with Larson is who's going to pay for his signature?
Well, I got 3 of his signatures.
I know, but why pay for it?
I know, he puts it on everything. It's kind of sad because early in the, like, when he was still writing for the show, his line was just as long, like one of the longer lines, but now that he's been kind of out of the show for a bit and everybody has his signature, he just sits there and he's got this sad look on his face, like, I remember the days when my line was that long.
Well, yeah, but it's the same thing with like the vendor hall. Everybody's bought everything, so the sales are going down because most people that are there already have a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there, everybody's already has a signature.
Yeah.
Or like me, I have Pennyroyal Academy there. I got that signed for free.
What am I to pay to get mine signed?
Well,
Well,
yeah.
no, I paid for the book and I got the signature.
Because I didn't get it signed at a convention.
What, you just chased him down in the streets or something?
Yeah, I flew out there and then I beat him up.
Fine.
He's from Minnesota. He's from down south.
Yeah.
And when his book came out, he came out to Minnesota for a book tour and was at the local library down there. And you could walk in and just get it signed. And there's a line. And when I popped up there, it was there's like 15, 20 people in the room. There's about 8 people in line.
Mm-hmm.
And so I walked up and just got it signed.
I mean, that's kind of always been Larson's thing, like at conventions. If you buy his book, he'll sign it for free. That's just the way it is.
Well, and so when I went up there, I had a Rainbow Dash necklace on.
Mm-hmm.
And so he looks over and he goes, so you're one of those people? And I'm like, yep. I'm like, coming on here to support. And he's like, so you, he goes, yeah, you go to MLP MSP? Because that was back when MLP MSP 3 or 2, one of those. I think it was 3. And he goes and says, or he goes, yeah, you're going to be at MLP MSP? I'm like, hell yeah. And he goes, me too. I'm like, you haven't been announced yet. He goes, I don't care. But so yeah, he was really fun. But I was like one of the last people in line that I got there just right at the end of his time because I had to run right from work. But me and Mitch both went down there. I think we were one of the few bronies that actually showed up for the book signing. Yeah. But yeah, he's from here, so he just goes and visits family. So many from LPMSP just went and visited family.
Yeah. I remember his mom being at LPMSP 3 with his daughter. And I remember commenting that he had a beautiful little girl, but I guess it came across weird.
That is a little weird?
Yeah, I don't know.
That is weird, just like now he's saying it.
I know.
I like your kid.
I was just complimenting like she's a beautiful kid. And I guess it came across. He gave me a weird look, and I guess that came across weird.
Yeah, when you work with bronies, you gotta anticipate that some people are gonna be weird.
I was trying to be nice. But I'm bad.
Well, there's better ways to be nice than to compliment the looks of their child.
I don't know.
You're just a stranger walking up and being like, I want a cut of that.
I was
gym.
making small talk. His mom was there.
Small talk is very dangerous.
Small talk is dangerous.
Small talk means I'm just going to start rambling.
I mean, he was signing the thing I gave him, and I just, small talk while he was signing it.
You know what's better?
What's that? Just... Come on.
You just walk up there and smile and
just stare.
Just stare. No blinks.
Yes. Oh, I got it.
And then after he hands it back to you, you take it and you have to stand there for at least another 5 seconds just staring and then just turn and walk away without a word.
I've the nicest person to get a signature from every time I've gotten a signature from, which has only been twice, was Tabitha Signature Man. She always has candy.
Idea for a rocket.
If you get a signature from her, she'll give you a Tootsie Roll or something. She's just a lively person in general.
Who's that again?
Tabitha.
Oh, yeah.
Surprisingly enough, the one who actually one of the reasons John Delancey's line is always super long, he likes to talk. He's not somebody like Tara Strong will move you along. Like she'll put on the biggest fakest
She's
smile.
important.
Well, she puts on the biggest fakest smile. Like she's got this smile that never stops, but you can tell it's like plastered on. Like I'm doing this because I want people to like me and I need money.
I want affirmation.
Yeah, but John Delancey, like he's like legit wants to talk. Like Larson will talk too.
Does his handler constantly have to tell people to go away?
Yeah. But if he's the one talking, so
yeah, I know. But that's what the handler is there.
Yeah.
Protect both sides.
But Larson, like he'll try to strike up a bit of conversation, but it's kind of like he learned to strike up conversations with people at conventions by reading a book on it, and he's just kind of stumbles through it because he's just as awkward as most bronies sometimes. So it's just it's like two people meeting for the first time, like hey, yo, I'm gonna go now. Yeah, good to see you.
That's another thing. Minnesota goodbyes.
Yeah.
Minnesota goodbyes are where two people are talking, or a group or two different groups are talking, and both are like, "Yeah, I got to get going," and then somebody says something that strikes up another conversation. Mm-hmm. That then they talk for a while, like, "Yeah, I really got to get going," and everybody will start moving towards the exit. And then somebody else will say something, and this keeps going for about a half hour. And, like, eventually you get to a point of, like, oh, whoa, I really got to get going. Yeah, but, I'll see you next Thursday. Oh, yeah, Thursday. It's going to be great. I got some stuff going on Thursday.
It's getting thick, man.
Yeah, no, that happens all the time. There was even one of the houses we were looking at yesterday. A lady comes out to talk, and my parents kept saying we needed to get going, but then they'd start striking up another conversation, and it happened for about 7 to 8 minutes. Constantly saying it. It just happens. But... no, you have to do the Fargo accent or the Minnesota accent anytime you start dragging on a conversation about anything.
Yeah, it just starts.
And it always has to lead on to fishing or something that they're doing that nobody gives a shit about.
I like fishing.
That's always what you have to go. Like, oh, geez, yeah, next Thursday we're going up north to the cabin and we're gonna go fishing, eh? We're gonna go throw out them lines. We're gonna bring some brewskis. It's gonna be great. But
and then you make that accent, and it's not ironic, and it comes across so hard, easy.
But no, it's just constantly leading from one thought to another. But I get practice, but it's only in doing it in.
Can I do it? Oh yeah, sure, eh? That one.
No, that wasn't an accent.
No.
That was you just elongating like 2 letters and speaking your normal. You gotta have that drawl.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's the Minnesotan Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. Just smashes into a wall.
No, I think Fargo,
He's full of coffee.
Minnesota accent is like the traditional, like, I just want to use an accent but don't know what to use accent. That's what everybody goes to. Oh, and then you just have to add a to like the end of like every other sentence.
Every sentence. Every word.
No. Oh, hey.
Yeah, eh.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
No, you can't do it too often or it gets too much. That's why you'd be like, oh, we're going to go up north, eh? It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun, eh? Because you gotta, it's like looking for confirmation from people. That accent is fun to do, though.
It's your accent, so you can do it all you want.
It's not my accent.
I've heard it come out a little bit in just some casual conversation.
Our O's, no matter what, our O's are always going to be not drawled like that, but it is going to be an O. Not an O, but an O. Or like
I say Minnesota.
Yeah, you say Minnesota. Like it's hard for me not to say it, but it's Minnesota. It's Minnesota. There's a
Minnesota.
Yeah, I can't say it like that. Minnesota.
You didn't do it.
No, see, that's why I can't. And my O's are permanently changed.
Stuck.
Minnesota.
No.
No, anything. Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa's actually has a W afterwards, so that's why I was going to sound that way. South. Oh, that's another one that's like that. The O in Minnesota has a T afterwards, which is a consonant. That's not a W or a U. I'm thinking just soda in general.
Soda?
Yeah, soda.
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 Oh, you eat a soda. We're gonna get them porps.
Yeah, pop.
The popes. New York. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's what the people always call it the Fargo accent, but it's just because of a movie.
Called Fargo.
Yeah.
Of course.
And actually, I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Really? It's really good.
No, it is good. It's just like, I know the accent in that parts, but I don't know the actual movie.
You should watch it. It's good.
One
It's
day.
got Steve Buscemi in it, and he's always fun.
Yeah, I know he's in there.
He's the only person I remember, like, from the actors in that movie.
Hello, fellow children. Or
Hey, fellow kids.
yes.
I like his t-shirt. A band. Well, I understand. I'm from the South and I've never seen Deliverance, so.
But there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen, movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, same. I've never seen Jaws. I tell that to people and they start flipping their shit.
I don't think I've ever seen that one either. But I'm not a big movie fan. I don't like sitting still and to watch something that long. The only because
I do if it's good. I've seen every Marvel movie.
well, yeah, but that's usually I go there to see it because it's an experience going to a theater. Or if I'm going to sit down and watch it, I usually do it with a bunch of people. I have only really sat down and watched a movie myself. I think I did sit down and watch. Yeah, actually, there was one night that I was just doing something passive, and so Thor Ragnarok was on Netflix. And that's a good movie, so I went and put that one on in the
I
background.
hardly ever watch movies by myself. I don't like it. Because I think the best part of watching a movie is discussing the movie with somebody else after you finish watching it. And you can't do that if you watch by yourself.
It depends on the movie. Some movies I do not like. When we are as a group and watching a lot of stupid movies together, we talk over it, yeah. But there's some movies where it's just like, I want to watch.
Yeah, I'm not talking about talking over it. I mean, after the movie's over, you just talk about what happened. Kind of like you, like The Expanse. Like, as soon as episodes come out, I know you're going to be like, so what you think? What happened about this?
I'm not going to be what you think, but I like providing that extra context to stuff that seemed missing.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that I got the next books now, so I can start reading again.
No, those are your Christmas presents. You gotta put them away till Christmas.
No. Though technically the next season is then.
Yeah.
But they're so good.
You seen Edward Scissorhands?
Not really.
No?
I know a lot of scenes from movies, so I've probably seen them at some point, but if it's been 20 years, I'm not going to remember the details.
One of my favorite movies, Edward Scissorhands, then V for Vendetta is another one. That easily ranks in my top 5.
An idea for rocket.
I don't like The Watchmen as much as I used to.
I haven't seen Watchmen in a while.
It's a good movie, but I used to
Yeah,
like
I know that one. I have seen that one, and I do remember quite a bit about it.
Yeah. It's alright.
But it was the early comic universe explosion, and I think some of the visuals are really good with it, and I thought like the guy that played Rorschach was really good, but everybody else was kind of.
Rorschach was my least favorite character of the whole thing. Honestly.
Oh, I thought he played that well.
I thought he played a good counterbalance to some points, but he was the counterpoint that was not right in the head.
But I think that he was playing that character though.
Yeah, he's playing the character well. I thought he was portrayed a little oddly at times, but he played the character well. I think that was more the writing. One movie that I really like that a lot of people disagree with me on, but mostly it's for the visual, how stunning it is Sucker Punched, which is another film by Zack Snyder.
Is that the kids?
No, it's basically the whole premise is a woman's been locked up in an insane asylum for a crime she didn't commit,
For rocket navigation.
and her father, who did commit the crime, wants to have a lobotomy put on her so she can never testify against him. And they're trying to escape, and they put on these dances to kind of distract people. And the dances are so amazing that they can't be represented through by just showing them dance, and so it's represented these huge scenes drawn out of their imaginations. Where they're basically like fighting steam-powered Nazis or giant samurai statues with machine guns. It's crazy. But
Sounds like an acid trip.
it pretty much is.
Rocket navigation.
I mean, there's one point in the movie where they're in a B-2 bomber fighting off
I got an idea for a
orcs
rocket.
crossing into a castle.
I got an idea.
They're trying to attack a dragon and steal their egg. Like, that's in the movie. It's one giant
I got
acid
an idea
trip.
for a rocket.
Visually, it's the most
I got an
stunning
idea
movie
for
I've ever watched.
an
The storyline's kind of all over the place. It really doesn't matter.
An idea for. I got an idea for a
See you, Warhorse.
Alright, see you later.
idea. I got an idea for an idea. I got an idea for a rock. I got an idea for a rocket. For rocket nav. For rocket. I got an idea for a rocket navigation. For rocket navigation. I got an idea for a rocket navigation.
Making progress.
Let's open too much.
Rocket navigation. I got an idea for a rocket navigation system. Rocket navigation. Navigation.
I think it needs to be more closed at some point here so it doesn't look like it's skimming the surface.
For rocket navigation.
This needs to be more. This is where I was saying just kind of zoom through and then go through and clean it up. This one's going to be back a bit more, but I have a feeling it might be too much.
Navigation system. I got an idea for a rocket navigation system.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little too fast.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation.
You say yourself, she's talking fast.
Well, this is
I got an idea. Yep, for a rocket navigation system.
so from here to here,
System.
2 seconds, 10 words.
It's a lot.
One of them being I've, which is So I've got a rocket navigation system. No, or I've got an idea, for a rocket navigation system. Navigation to me is 2 words in terms of how it's spoken. But yeah, that's a lot of words to jam into one. And
I got an idea.
And this is half a second for I've got an idea. Half a second is, I think I'm doing this at 30, so it's 15 frames.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 15 units of information to give people forwards. So dividing that out is 4 frames each. 4 frames a word. It's open, sit open for a frame, close. No. So yeah, I think it's hard. That's why I didn't want to do this. But
System, but I need your help.
But it's almost done. I think that was another movie I would consider in my top 5. You've seen V for Vendetta, haven't you?
yeah, a long time ago, but I have seen it. I think I owned it at one point. I don't anymore. I sold a lot of my DVDs.
The one scene that makes that movie one of my favorites is just the scene where he's sitting by that one woman's bedside, the doctor who worked to find the cure to the disease. And she's like, is it too late to ask to say I'm sorry? And then his reply, he's like, no, it's never too late. And you're still going to be punished, but it's never too late to say I'm sorry. She was somebody who did a horrible thing in assisting them, but at the same time, it's not what she wanted. But she helped him all the same, so she felt like she needed to be punished. But she felt like she needed to be punished, so there was like this mutual understanding. This is a really good scene. And she's like, so how are you gonna kill me? He's like,
Well, don't spoil it for people that haven't seen it.
The movie's like 20 years old now.
Doesn't give you the.
It's
It's
like
not 20 years old.
It's close to.
I don't think so. 20 years old means 1999.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm pretty sure I was in high school when that movie came out. Let's check. It was early 2000s at the very least. We're getting old, man.
Rocket navigation.
2006. Still, that's
2006? This is a difference of 7 years.
I don't know. It's all starting to blur together.
You were just talking to me about how I had the time off. And 1999 high school, you barely would have been in high school.
College.
1999?
Not 99, 2006.
2006, yeah.
I was in college.
Jeez.
A long time ago. If you haven't watched the movie by now, then you're just out of luck.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Yeah, I didn't see this.
But that's a joke
It's
that just literally everybody knows now.
I don't know what primary school is.
Yeah, you got weird, better education systems that have weird names.
Well, that's the thing. When my friend Declan, he was in school, he's like, yeah, I'm in college. But college to them is just high school to us. So, I thought he was like legit in college. And then he dropped out, and I didn't think a big deal about it. And then I realized he essentially had dropped out of high school. And I'm like, oh, that's a bigger deal. Of course, he's legally blind, so he's covered with disability for the rest of his life.
College is after a school. It's the school before secondary school. Oh, that's good.
Covers so much.
Here we just go numbers, and then we group those numbers into
grade school.
Elementary, middle, and high, which really don't make any sense either. Because it's elementary sound. They give it a name for simple, then a placement between two other things, and then an elevation. It doesn't make any sense.
I've heard.
Why can't they just?
I've heard elementary called in Kentucky. We mostly called it grade school. I mean, I've heard.
Well, why is it called grade school?
It's called elementary school. Still K through 12 here.
Yeah, that's not any different. That I think is standard.
Is it? Like, yeah, I guess.
Well, in
Western.
America.
In America, yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what Britain does. See, you're saying primary school goes to your 12. By the time you're in 12, that's when, that's like halfway through middle school here. And generally, you're 13 when you go to when you finish middle school, and then your first year of high school is 14, and that goes till you're 18.
Navigation system.
Generally, depends on your birthday, obviously, and when you started. But then there's also preschool if your parents want to get ready to be a little earlier. Did you go to preschool?
Mm-hmm.
So did I. The only thing I remember from preschool is one day when we were making like snowflakes out of paper, and there was Play-Doh time. The fact that I remember something from when I was probably 4, it just kind of boggles me. It's only bits and pieces, but
well, you can't remember anything before 2 or 3, but after that, you can start counting bits or pieces.
Yeah, I got bits and pieces. I swear I remember.
No, you don't.
Something from when I was younger.
No.
System, but
That's your brain is literally incapable of that time period. You remember is the things you need to live, like walking and stuff, but really that's just you're already built on past that.
Could have been a dream I had.
Yeah, there's other ways to get misinterpretations of stuff.
But I definitely remember Play-Doh time in preschool and cutting up little people from paper. It's like bits and pieces. And I can still remember the area around the school. Like the parking lot. I have like vivid flashes and memories of what the parking lot was like.
But you've also seen it since then, so...
No, I haven't seen it since then. When my parents lived in Falmouth, Kentucky when I was that little. And they moved when I was little. My parents moved around a lot because my dad couldn't hold a job in any one place. Because he has anger issues. That's a whole other thing. Parents bounced around a lot when I was little. I think there was a 5-year period I went to 5 different schools. There was grade school, then every year middle school was a different school. And then I went to high school. And then it's around I sat in one place for a while. That was kind of interesting, going to a different school every year of middle school. It was Riley Middle School, then it was Alexandria Middle School, and then it was Grant County Middle School. Where are you from?
Europe land.
Europe land. Oh, you're from Scotland.
That's Europe land.
It's part of Europe land. I'm surprised England and Scotland systems aren't kind of tied into one another. And that they'd be on the same schooling system. Somebody wants to break off.
Well, they don't have a choice.
Just what?
Scotland?
Well, I'm talking about England and Scotland.
Well, yeah, but England's breaking off from the EU and Scotland's probably not, so
No,
therefore...
they have to, because they're the same country. They're all part of the UK.
Yeah, but that's probably causing a lot more dispute.
And they're talking about breaking off from the UK. That's something they would have to talk about if they wanted to stay in the European Union, which they have been talking about it. But it didn't pass last time they voted. So you guys are going down with them.
You never know. Maybe it could be great. It's not, but
No.
you could.
Like every economist.
Yeah, but just like before, you're saying Amazon, everybody's thinking that that's going to be a horrible investment, and
I don't know if people thought it was going to be a horrible investment. They just its future was uncertain. I mean, I don't see a single economist saying Brexit's going to be a good idea. There are people who say it's going to be a good idea, but they're not economists. They're just people who like the idea of leaving the European Union for reasons I'm not going to go into. Not in the stream.
let people that live there deal with the politics without having the Americans tell them how they're living their life.
Well, Declan tells me every day that America sucks.
But that's his opinion on how his life is and how ours is, and
Yeah.
not going to get involved with it because then we're just falling into the American stereotype.
We have no control. I don't think anybody's saying that we do. Or claiming. We're just watching and being like, huh, well, that's interesting. I don't know if the rest of the world really has that luxury, because American politics kind of are world politics, because what America does affects the world.
A lot of other countries do too. China has a big effect on stuff.
Yeah, they do. So we
So-
are paying attention, and we all have an opinion.
Everybody affects everybody in this economy.
I mean, to a point. Some countries have a lot more influence than others. But yeah. America and China are probably the biggest influencers right now. I mean, Russia's definitely influencing things on a big scale too, but for different reasons. Just because they're scaring the shit out of Europe right now. Because they keep trying to take pieces.
System, but I need your help. Navigation system, but I need navigation system, but I need your help. System, but I need.
Yeah, I thought so. I knew the last one was just a few years ago. So I think you're stuck with England for a while yet. If you can only vote on it once every 50 years. I did like when I went to Scotland and England that the paper money was different between the two. They were both the pound, but in England all the bills had the Queen's face on it, and then when I went up to Scotland it was different faces. So even though they're technically the same, like, nation as the UK, they got the same but not the same money. It's interesting. Really? I used the British pounds in Scotland and there wasn't any problem. But I guess I didn't try it the other way around. I did get into Ireland and tried to use pounds in some of the vending machines and just spat it back out at me. I'm like, oh, right. Not euros. I think in England they're just not as used to seeing the Scottish pound, so they're more concerned about it. I know one of the bills we still have in circulation around here, but you don't see it very often, is the $2 bill. And pretty much any time somebody sees a $2 bill, they get like concerned about it, because you don't see it that often, so you're not 100% sure what it's supposed to look like. So yeah,
I have 5 crisp, never folded ones right in the box right
you
there.
can go to a bank and still get them.
Yeah, but I have 5 that have never been. They're like actually like paper cut edges.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why I hold on to them. It's like it's $10 worth. That's not going to give me anything.
I remember a teacher, my high school teacher, my English high school teacher, Mrs. Rice. She told us a story where she went down to Bermuda, where they accept U.S. currency. And she went into a store and she had a bunch of $2 bills that she got out of the bank, because she was just one of those weird people who like to have $2 bills to be different. And she was spending them for money. And they were holding her there for a while, and she didn't really know why. They were like taking her money and going to the back. And they called the police because they thought she was trying to give them counterfeit dollars.
But if you're going to do that, you're not going to give something that doesn't exist.
Huh?
If you're going to give people counterfeit money, you don't give them something that doesn't
But
exist.
they had never seen $2 bills.
I know, but that's why. Why would you give them something that they would already be a red flag?
Yeah.
If you're going to put the time into making something, you make something that looks like something that exists.
Yeah, you would think, but they called the police on her because they had never seen $2 bills. And to be honest, I haven't seen a $2 bill probably in 10 years.
I can show you right now.
I know you could. They're still in circulation. They've just been out of print since the 80s. The ones that have survived have done so against all odds.
Need your help.
But the bank still carries them.
But I need your help.
They still get them in, and they go right back into circulation as long as they're in good shape.
Help.
I remember one thing they kind of failed with was the dollar coins, because people started collecting them and not spending them.
But there was one of the laws that went through is required all vending machines to use them, though.
Yeah,
So
I think they're super convenient. I love them.
Actually, I had a roll of them, and I just was going to get rid of it. It was $20 worth, and I brought it to BronyCon last year. I used it at a whole bunch of the vending machines. One of them didn't take it, so I said, fuck that machine, and went to the one next to it. And then I put the $1 in, and it gave me some other change came out with it. It was like, thanks for using $1, actually. Here's free money.
Mm-hmm. I would eat a lot of the time out of the vending machines at work, and I'd put 5s in and give me back 4 of the dollar coins every time. So I'd often be carrying around dollar coins, and when I went out to for a haircut or out to eat occasionally, I would tip with the dollar coins. And I would always get this short pause from the waitresses, like I just handed them play money.
But I need your help.
Because you don't see them that often. Because they didn't stay in they're still in circulation, but they stopped printing them.
I actually went in a little bit ago because I've been collecting change for about 9 years. I had that little cup over there full, and that mug back there was full. And I think it's got a little more in it. But I had like $65 worth of just mostly pennies, nickels, and dimes because I used all the quarters for laundry. Mm-hmm. And that was a nice little free money.
Nice.
But I had to get rid of it because it was just getting ridiculously much, taking up way too much space.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system.
It makes sense as long as it's cheaper.
I got an idea for a
I don't
rocket
know if it would be
navigation
cheaper
system.
though. I
Idea
guess
for
it
a
would.
rocket navigation.
Oh, you're talking about the plastic notes. I was thinking like plastic coins. I do remember some plastic. Those are cool. They don't get tore up in the wash nearly as easy. Not that paper money does either, but these things are indestructible. The plastic notes that they got.
Mm-hmm.
They're like instead of paper, it's plastic.
Rocket navigation system. An idea for a rocket navigation system.
Yeah, it took me a second. I didn't know if they were making plastic coins, but I have seen the plastic
An
notes.
idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help. I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your
Plastic
help.
coins would be super easy to
System, but I
take.
need your help.
You just make your own mold and just
System, but I need your help.
pump out plastic coins
System,
over
but I
there.
need your
Yeah, I think the plastic ones will just last longer, and that'll cut the cost. Because that's the problem with paper money over coins. The average life of a dollar is only a year, but the average life of a coin is like 25. So they're more expensive in the immediate, but they're cheaper, way cheaper in the long run.
System, but I need your help.
It's just that paper money's easier to carry around than coins.
System, but I need your help.
Of course, I do all my transactions through card now, so I might have to stop at an ATM for the con, but that's about it. Now I wouldn't be surprised if America starts using notes similar to what the UK is using right now, the plastic ones, just 'cause they are more cost effective.
But I need your help. Navigation system, but I need. I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Surprise me.
Your help, but I need your help.
Canada's pretty quick when they recognize something's better somewhere else. They're pretty quick to adopt it. It's one of the things I like about Canada. America's far more stubborn.
But I need.
These people have money invested in stuff.
But I need your help.
In paper, dollars,
but I need your help.
People are more worried about $1 tomorrow, not $1 2 days or 3 days from now.
Oh yeah, that is kind of the American mentality.
Maximize profit in the short term so you can please your investors and not think about what's going to be going on past that. Blame Canada? Yeah.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Quick fixes.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Sorry, I'm constantly listening to this over and over again, but I'm trying to pinpoint anything that can be done better.
Rocket navigation system, but I need your help. I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Because I feel like there's still a couple things I can do better. I'm just trying to figure out where they are.
I got an idea
for not kissing anyone, so that's one thing.
Being I don't have a jawbone to control it, I'm limited to trying to utilize some other bits to get the is a really hard one to do if you can't actually angle the mouth down. All the jaw opens are like straight up and down instead of being like actually hinged, so it makes that more difficult.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
If I did animate the lips, it'd probably make it a little better, but I think
got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
I think it looks pretty good overall, otherwise. How's it look, Michael?
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
She's not saying anything.
Yeah, I guess there's that problem. Oh, actually,
I'm just looking at her and I'm like, that is a cute horse. And that is all I need to be invested in this.
Oh, I don't have the tongue.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
But usually, I can get away with just not even animating the tongue at all. Nobody the hell notices. Especially with this, there's so much talking so fast. The tongue would be moving for 2 frames. So yeah, this is all I need.
Yeah, you got the lip syncing done. You don't have to worry about it no more.
There's probably going to be more.
Well, maybe a little bit.
I got an idea.
I got an idea. Make a rocket fly around now.
For a rocket
for the most part. A little bit Trixie, a little bit Goongwan.
Oh, that's what I was hitting. It's hitting the make camera button. Forgot that there was a button for that. And I think it's a stupid button.
Navigation system, but I need your help. I got an idea for a rocket. I got an idea for a rocket. I got an idea.
I'm gonna have to definitely improve the middle a
An
little
idea
bit.
for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Mouse in the front, you can get away with a lot of cheating because it's already looks bad. But when it's from the side, the cross shot is where you get the most detail, so you can tell things a bit more. Interesting thing I thought was interesting is like if you look at the mouth here when it opens, that it sometimes like looks straight through, like there. But what was it? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, that movie.
Mm-hmm.
The characters too have side shots with the mouth like that, but they said based on the angle that they're looking, you would see the inside of the mouth. But they didn't want that, so they said they actually like morphed the entire face to pull the whole jaw back so that it was a straight shot through the mouth. And in doing so, that the opposite sides are a horrendous melted face being pulled back, and that makes no sense because you would actually see the inside of the mouth. But it fit the more cartoonish look by having it look like there was just Skynex going all the way through. So it's the same thing here. Of technically, I could do the same thing, but I don't have the bones to technically manipulate it in here either. But depending on the shot, it actually would look better if I cut the side of the mouth off like that.
Don't deform the horse. She looks fine. She's being cute.
Boom.
No,
we can.
no.
She can see. She's got her glasses on. We can do it halfway.
Oh, but if she's got glasses on, then she can see better than me. Apparently. Oh. She's a cute.
I'm not gonna devour the pony. I did actually. So I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
Now you have to make her move and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna have time to do that today.
It's already that late.
It's almost 8 o'clock. Lip syncing takes a while, especially when the amount of words that come in this.
No, you did work on the doctor.
I got an idea for a
too.
rocket navigation system, but I need your help.
So really, yeah, it's just getting her animated. But this is actually going to be a really easy shot to animate because it's really just having her look there and do a little bouncing. That's it.
To bounce.
Yeah, it's just the realistic extra motion. But there's other than that.
I mean, you'll have your preview ready for BronyCon, so just gotta animate this a little bit. Unless you're planning on not doing that.
Well, I got to do I said on Twitter to have the other Rathlos thing up in a week from last Friday, so I have to do that to the end of the week. But no, I can. But then I have to render it. But I definitely can. I don't need it in super high render or whatever. And I mean, I don't have an allotted panel for showing stuff. It's just going to be if there's time. I'm prioritizing other people's, or like the. If we have time to show trailers for other people's channels, I'll rather do that than show anything I have.
You're so kind. You're so kind.
They need the publicity. I don't. For them, it helps them gain followers for me. It's stroking my ego. I don't need that. So have other people take that. So, all right. Well, lip syncing is done, and then I'll just have to do some keyframing, and then essentially this is done. Then I actually got to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. I'll have to think about that again. Well, okay, not just what to do, but set something this up. Because yeah, we have the idea for it, but it's gonna.
I mean, my idea is a little different from your idea.
It's gonna put it up to like
a couch. But...
No, it's gonna be like 2 minutes. Yeah, that would be great. Rocket launches and then it just suddenly like switches to couch makeout scene, and there's no payoff.
No, you just have the couch go through the window.
The couch goes through the window?
Not the couch.
You said the couch goes through the window.
The rocket goes to the window. It zooms by. There's just a couch in the background. The rocket's gone. And then you take 2 seconds of the two of them popping their heads up, shrugging, and then going back behind the couch.
I'm gonna put Big Mac and Brayburn.
There are some people who would like that. I'm not one of them.
Well, there you go. You're gonna get. You wanted a makeout session. I'm gonna give it to you.
You know, you'd still get a reaction from the audience, so
No.
it would still make a good joke. I think it's still a good joke.
No, it won't. It's a bad joke.
It's a good joke.
It's a good joke when put in the right thing, but not
the
this.
Right thing. A giant rocket zips through the castle.
In your head,
and you're just
it
kinda
works.
like, eh?
In your head, it works, but actually trying to get it to play, it would be so much of a distraction. It would be hard to do right.
It's supposed to be distracting. It's two horses making out on the couch.
You didn't say no. No, there's no love making sessions. So, anyways,
PG.
yes, PG.
It's PG. Kissing's PG. What it is?
It's two female ponies. That's not PG.
Wow.
Because that's the society we live in.
Just America, but not PG. Maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, I was gonna say thanks for stream, but yeah, that was me. So, okay, I should be streaming Friday, but I have done a poll, not long ago on doing a Wrath or what to do for the next Rathalo short, and this one ended up winning for got my ass stuck in here.
Oh yeah. Well, what is it gonna get stuck in?
I had some ideas, but it just sounded like something I could make something from. And it was there's a couple words before that where he's like, "Hey, help! I've got my ass stuck in here." I
totally would have voted for "I Hate Your Good Feelings."
I had that one up here before, and it didn't win. I think "I Hate Islands" was on there too. Also, I hate the snow, and I did that in the winter, and nobody voted for that one. But yeah, so I got to do that one because I said I'd have it done in about the next week, so technically by Friday. So I'll work on that then. Anyways, whatever. End of stream.
Bye, people.
Bye.
Wait, where's Cat?
Oh yeah.
I can't end the stream without Kitty.
Yeah. We're gonna have a little kitty.
Meow.
There's a little kitty.
That's a tiny kitty.
Actually, we could just permanently have
The cat the whole time.
Kitty non-stop just sitting there.
Well, then a kitty won't be a treat at the end. Kitty's like a special treat. If you have him all the time, then he's
It's
just
the kitty.
meow.
Here he comes. Ah. All right. Good night.
Right.
Ah.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Go piss my way out of here.